Hi everyone, it's Bee here at Little Miss Bee Crafts. I hope you're all well. I've got a photo memory book album that I made. I saw a pin on Pinterest, and it was for the album, and the lady who'd done it, hers was more of a flat. It was a waterfall and it folded flat. This can fold flat, but it kind of budges over. Anyway, so yeah, so I went and looked, and anyway, there was no tutorial, so I've had to try and do, well, I've done the tutorial myself. I've worked out all the measurements and I'm happy with it. I like the way it looks, and it was just an idea that I saw. So yeah, so this is it. So the paper pack that I have used is a die cut, excuse me while I get it, is a die cut. It's a Paper Mania one, and you've seen me use these Paper Mania ones before. And this is I think I got this last year from from Every Craft's a Pound, and this is the Bellissima A4 Ultimate Die Cut and Paper Pack. And you get papers in there, you get toppers, you get tags, you get envelopes, you get everything, and they're really good, these, and I've still got loads left. So you get things like these little tags, you get stickers, alphabet stickers, the papers that are in there, and also for some of it I have used the Craftwork cards Birds and Bloom, which is also an old paper pad, but I thought it went really nice with these colours as well. It's very pastel, very girly, very romantic looking, I think. So I shall open it up and let you see. So I started on the front. So this front bit here, this was all wallpaper that I found. I think it was in Dunelm. Yep. So that's wallpaper, and I just thought it was you know, it was really nice. Went with the colours that I'd used throughout the whole album, and it's obviously going to be a bit more tougher than normal paper that you might get. Yep, so that's what I used for the cover, and then these are from that pack. And then inside, okay, so the front is just it's been lined on here as well, and then it's a pop-up. So each of the, can you see that? So each of the photo mats, oops, is a pop-up. Okay, so I hope you can see that it actually pops up as the book opens. They pop up and they're 3D. Okay, so yeah, so just like a 3D pop-up card really that you would. And then on this side I've got some envelopes and tags that people, you know, that you can write on. Got another space for a thing there. Again, pop up, so it pops up and you've got the dress. And these were all from that kit, so like I say, they are beautiful, aren't they? Okay, so as you pull it open, they do pop up, and some of the actual things are behind, some are in front, so it gives it that dimensional look as well. Again, on this side, a few tags if you wanted to write some, you know, memories or whatever, and then a mat. This is from the Birds and Bloom collection. So this is, so I thought it went really nice with the colours. I've put some strips of the paper that were in the pack on this side. On this side again, another little envelope and tag, and then on the end. So there's only 5 pages, but they're all kind of, you know, they pop up. They do stand up, 3D when you open them up. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed making it, and I think it looks really special, and it, you know, I do think it's a different, you know, it just makes it a little bit different. Some of them, I think this card that I've used on here isn't as strong as the other card, so it is kind of maybe not folding as well. But like I say, it does fold flat as well, so you can, you know, they do fold a little bit flatter than if you wanted to. Yeah, so that's what we're making today anyway. And the paper that I'm using today is this Santoro Gorjuss. It's another A4 Ultimate die pack, and it is by Do Crafts, I think. Well, it's the Santoro range, but I think Do Crafts actually, you know, produce it. And inside, I hope you can get all this. So this is like what was the that I got? This is like an overview kind of thing, so you can see kind of what you get in it. And there is 3 sections. Let me just move everything out of the way over to here. There are 3 sections to this. I've had these before, the Santoro, but they've never come like this. So can you see? Can't even fit it on my desk. So it's got papers here. So you've got all your lovely papers. Then this says toppers, and this says decoupage, and you get absolutely tons and tons of stuff in. And when I tell you the price, what I paid for this, you will all be going and trying to get it. So you can see these are, again, you've got the little, it's very much like the Bellissima one, again like the Paper Mania ones that they do. You've got lots of envelopes, tags, it is jam packed, little postcards. It's got a kind of a holiday theme to it. It's absolutely beautiful, and I just love the Santoro range anyway. So you can see you've got lots of tags, decoupage, frames, envelopes again. So that's just the toppers, sorry. And then in this one here, this is the decoupage. So you get the little kind of frames, and you can decoupage, you know, cut out, press out, they're already die cut, and then you just lay them up. Again, sticker sheets of alphabets, tags, more decoupage. It's absolutely jam-packed, as you can see. Okay, so that's what, I'm not going to put them back yet because I want to show you as well. And then in this side you have got your papers. Okay, let me just get, so I can get the papers out. A bit stuck on the papers have got stuck. I'll just get this bit out here, and then I'll try and get that out in a bit. So you've got lovely papers that would just look either beautiful in a frame, or with some decoupage around it, or on a scrapbook. Absolutely beautiful. So it's got summer days, but with, like with all the Santoro range, there's that kind of darker colours with it. So you've got them little postcards. They could be, you know, paper cut and pieced. Again, you've got like the little card, little images, little stamp images on here, stars. So even though it's a kind of a summer postcard feel, it's still quite a dark. That one, and then striped. Okay, so, and that was the paper. So as you can see, you get absolutely tons and tons of stuff. But then, and I didn't realise this till I actually looked on a video for when I was considering buying it. I always look and see, well, what's in it, and would I use it, and so there was a video, and each of these opens up, sorry, and you have also got cutter parts on these, so you can cut these out, and on I can't even get them in again on that side. Can you see? So you've got tags and everything to be able to cut out as well on these bits, and it's the same on all 3 sides, as you can see. And just open that one. So you've also got all this. Now they've never done this before. I've got a couple of these packets, and I've never known them to do this, so it is absolutely brilliant. Let's just try and get this. I obviously opened it up and then it's got the paper stuck in, but it's not a problem. Okay, and I'm not going to show the third one, obviously it's just the same. So yeah, so as you can see, you get absolutely loads in there, and I paid for this pack, it's not going to close now, is it? For this pack I paid £3.99 for this pack, which I think is an absolute bargain. You get so much in it, and it was from, I'll put a link below, it's from a company called Printable Heaven, and they're a little bit like Every Craft's a Pound in the fact that they sell do crafts, you know, Every Craft's a Pound does a lot of do crafts, trim craft, paper mania. Printable Heaven do as well, but they also do their own dies, they do CD-ROMs, and they have a lot on there. So if you don't know about it, go along and have a look. And like I say, I got that paper pack, and they did still have some in when I looked last night for $3.99. And the packaging, the postage and packaging is $3.99. That's for the UK. It's a UK based company again. So and I don't know, probably they do ship to Europe. I wouldn't know about the United States or anywhere further afield, but you know, if you're in the United Kingdom, go and have a look. They've got some really good bargains on there. Okay, so let's get onto this tutorial. So it's quite, you know, it comes together quite easy. It's a bit time consuming obviously because there's a lot of pieces to it, and there's a lot of sticking and gluing and things and cutting out and scoring, but I think it's worth it. So what you will need is 5 pieces of, I've wrote the measurements down here, and they will be either down below or on my blog. So you'll need 5 pieces, which are 5.5 inches by 9 inches. Okay, then you will need 1 piece, which is going to be the spine, and that needs to be 3.5 by 5.5. Okay, and then you will need 5 pieces again, which are 5.5 by 8 inches. Okay, so the 5.5 by 8 inches, I've already obviously scored all these. You are going to score at 1/2 inch on one edge, so just 1/2 inch on all those 5 pieces. So that's the 5.5 by 8 pieces. So just score on all the 5 pieces down 1/2 inch. Okay, then on the 5.5 by 9, okay, you are going to score at 1 and at 3/4, 1 3/4. Okay, hope you can see that. Then if you've got a longer board, you can then go and score at 8 1/4. I haven't got a longer board, so I just turned mine round and scored at 3/4. Okay, and you do that on all your 5 pieces. Okay, so that's the scoring and the cutting done for the main pages. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to either use a die cut or whatever you've got, and in the 5.5 by 9, which is what you scored at 1 3/4, and then you scored at 3/4 on the end. You want to then die cut an aperture in there, because this is, let me show you in the actual photo album. It's this page here. So this is the longer one. Okay, so you want to cut an aperture of some kind. This is a tattered lace die that I've used. You could use any dies that you've got. It doesn't have to be oval, it can be oblong, circle, square, whatever you would like to cut. Okay, so all 5 pieces need to have this aperture. Okay, then what I would do, so I have cut 4 of those, I'll go and do this one in a bit. Okay, then I would then I think what we'll do is we will decorate the fronts of these. Okay, so whatever you choose, I'm going to choose some of the things out of my Paper Mania, like I've just shown you, the Santoro Gorjuss one. So I'm going to do some, get the decoupage and see what I want to do, see what I want to decorate them with, and then I shall come back and we shall then try and put this album together.